Hello everyone. Solunga Vanakkam Cheppandi Chepputelu Ledu Kadu guys. So today is 6th December 2025 and it's chilling here in Gurgaon guys. It's Gurugram, not Gurgaon. Okay. So today is 6th December 2025 and my name is Shubh. Did you catch me? My name is Shubham Sagar, but I prefer to be called Shubh. So yeah, and this is you can connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm not on Facebook. I don't like Facebook. I'm not on Instagram. I have deactivated Facebook. I have deleted Instagram. So you can find me on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the new Facebook and new Instagram. And again, you can also join this Telegram channel. I will share this in the analysis PDF by 9:30 a.m. Very good. Who are good boys and girls? You people are. So again, good morning, Harshini. Vanakkam Cheppandi Chepputelu Ledu Solunga. So yesterday I gave you people this particular question, Bole resolution, and I gave you a homework that you have to listen to Saif Ali Khan's song of Ole 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 Ole. That will help you in remembering Bole resolution. What is the answer of Bole resolution, guys? Good morning. Any Bole resolution of 1923 recommended what? Thanda, thanda, cool, cool, dermy, cool. That means it's so chilly, dermy, chilly. So, Bole resolution of 1923, as Iltush has stated, and good morning, Iltush and Harshini, all of you have stated, untouchables be allowed to use public water and government facility A. Very good. Who are good boys and girls? You people are. So again, let's come back to the present and let's talk about the first article of the day. Chile's lesson for India's coal conundrum, page number 8, editorial GSC, written by Mansi. And there is another guy, Vinod. Vinod has always been awesome. And there is a series, Panchayat. There is Vinod. Okay, so Mansi has written this article. Obviously, it will be an awesome article, right? So Chile's lesson for India's coal conundrum. What has happened? There is a new index which has, recently been published, CCPI. What is CCPI? Climate Change Performance Index, published during COP30, Conference of Party 30 in Brazil, Belém, Brazil. And there, India's rank is 23rd. Generally, when Swarnim Kal and this Amrit Kal has arrived, during this period, we are generally topping from bottom, press freedom index, this index, that index, but that is not the case with climate change performance index. Here we are doing much better than even developed countries, so to say. Good morning, Srinivasu. So we are doing better than many developed countries, guys, but our rank has dropped 13 places. You can understand that means last year we were at 10th place and now we are at 23rd. Out of how many countries? 63 countries plus European Union. So why our rank is dropping according to Mansi and Vinod? Because we are still not leaving coal. Sometimes some relationships are toxic, but you still don't leave that relationship because you still want to continue that relationship. So that toxic relationship is India's relationship with coal. You have to let go. And Mansi will say that we have it's a win-win scenario. It's very difficult letting go, but we have to let it go, because things will be achhe din will come if you let go of coal. Let's focus. So India's CCPI rank drop. So who publishes this climate change performance index? There are different organizations, NGOs. German Watch is one, and then there are two other NGOs. You can have a look at that. So NGOs, Climate Change Performance Index, and that was published during COP30. Remember, unlike other indices, press freedom, this and that, where we generally perform like top from the bottom. See, understand one thing: everything which is happening has Modi sir has thought through it. Either we should top from the top or we should top from the bottom, and that's why we generally top from the bottom. Unlike here, we are doing good. We were earlier doing good. This year, the situation is not that good, and we are talking about that dilemma, which is coal. And here, Mansi will say that we can learn from Chile. Chile. It's not Chile, guys. It's Chile. And why it's called Chile and where it is located in South America. Why it is called Chile? Because people here eat a lot of chili. Chili means mirch in Hindi we call it. So that's why it is known as Chile. Plus, it's a chilled country, very close to Antarctica and this and that. So very chilled country, and people eat a lot of chili, and that's why it is known as Chile. From exam perspective, what is important about Chile? You have to look at the neighboring countries. And is it famous for lithium, guys? Do we have lithium? Is it a part of lithium triangle? Do tell me in the comment section. Lithium triangle is like lithium is a very important element when it comes to electric vehicles. And in South America, there are three countries which we know by the mnemonic ABC, so which have a lot of lithium and which is needed if you want to run electric vehicles successfully, that whole program, etc., etc. So Chile, and what is important here? So first of all, whether it is a part of lithium triangle or not, that part is important. Harshini is saying yes, sir. Oh my God! And then the second part is Chile, which eats a lot of chili, is bordered by which countries? Argentina, Bolivia. They can say that it is bordered by Brazil. That would be wrong. So wrong. So remember these things. They are important. Lithium triangle. That is important. Argentina, Bolivia, Chile. Wow, Harshini, very good. So now, what Chile did, which India can do? So, like India, Chile was also Chile. It feels so weird. I will say Chile only. So Chile was also too much dependent on coal. You can see here. Currently, India's 50% energy need, 75% electricity generation comes from coal. Although, let's say installed capacity is 100 gigawatt, so we have 50 gigawatt installed capacity of renewables. But we know, we have discussed it in previous Indo analysis, what is the difference between installed capacity and actual energy generation or electricity generation? Installed is like in real life scenario, if there are no hindrances, how much energy will be produced? That's a utopian concept. But real life scenario, actual energy generation, electricity generation is far from it. So that's why even the renewable is 50% of total installed capacity, they are only producing 20% of actual electricity. Again, in previous Hindu analysis, lithium triangle, Argentina, Bolivia, Chile. Oh my God, Rishi is here. So what we are discussing in the previous Hindu analysis, we have discussed why renewable is only generating 20% electricity when the installed capacity is 50. Because there are so many things, variability. Solar energy, you will not get it at night. Wind energy depends on so many factors. And then storage, like coal energy you can generate anytime you want to. You just need to have coal, right? Day and night doesn't matter. 24/7 coal power plants can work. But as with the case, like with the case of solar and wind, you have to store them. You need to have proper storage technology. That also we lag behind, means lag behind other countries, and that's why this is the reality. Again, India is currently also increasing domestic coal production, but as Mansi will say, what Mansi will say, Mansi is such a good name. Coal phase out is a no regret policy. This is a toxic relationship. We should get rid of coal as soon as possible. Although sometimes you love toxic relationship, I can change him, I will change her. No, you cannot change him or change her. He is gone for the worse. Similarly, you cannot change coal. Coal will emit pollutants, and you have to keep that in mind. Okay, let's come back. So let's try to see what happened in Chile. Chile also, during 2016, around 43% electricity was coming from coal. Now it has reduced to 17%. So they had diversified, and now renewable is contributing 60%, more than 60%. So we can learn from Chile. But what you also have to understand is India and Chile is different. Our population will fill 1,000 Chile. So, and again, what will happen to Jharkhand region, Odisha region, Chhattisgarh region, where these coal power or coal power plants are, or where coal electricity generation is happening from coal? What job will you give to them? You have to think about all these things. Yes, we can learn from Chile. Yes, we can learn like what Chile did. They introduced carbon tax, dollar rupees, like $5 per ton. They imposed strict emission standard. They phased out old coal power plants. We can also do that. They promoted renewables by competitive auction. All these things they did. As we have discussed, in renewable, variability is a factor, storage is a factor. So they built storage, a strong energy storage system. All these things. According to Terry, the Energy Resource Institute, which was earlier Tata Energy Resource Institute, India has a net zero target. Uh, Good morning, Anandu. আমি তোমাকে ভালোবাসি, sir. So what do you want to say? I look like a bhalu, Rishi. So Terry, according to Terry, India has a net carbon zero policy by 2070. In COP, we have said that by 2070 will become net carbon zero. Like that means whatever we are emitting, all these things will be sequestering. We will be absorbing also. But according to Terry, if you want to become net carbon zero, if India wants to become net carbon zero by 2070, they have to phase out coal by 2050, at least by 2050. And we have to do that. And Chile is like, we will phase out coal by 2040. So remember these targets, they are important. You can use it in your mains answer. Why Chile had it easier? Lower coal dependence, lower population, fewer workers in coal sector. So they have to think lesser where we will give them job. You take away one job from these people who are working in Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, West Bengal. You have to give them jobs, right? Because okay, political climate allowed fast market reform. So there it's people vote on the basis of what they are doing, what these political parties are doing when it comes to these issues, rather than religion, this and that. So again, that also helped. Chile developed alternative industries, helping worker transition. As we have discussed, they are also, you people are only saying it is a part of lithium triangle. So that also helped. India's transition challenges. We can do these things. We can introduce carbon tax as done by Chile. We can, build storage system, and we can do all these things. But there are other issues. Deep coal reliance, and we are a big country. We have a lot of dependent population, limited alternative industries in coal region. So these things we have to think about. How we will develop the storage thing, variability factor when it comes to solar and wind. That also we have to think about. But then again, Mansi is saying what Mansi is saying. Mansi and Vinod, what they are saying. So Mansi is saying that it's a no regret policy. If we don't phase out coal, people are dying. Infant mortality, small kids, because of respiratory diseases, they are dying in the nearby areas. When it comes to Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, etc. So you have to think, and we are spending a lot on their healthcare, PM Jan Arogya Yojana, this and that. So 1 gigawatt coal generation, if you're doing, 14% rise in infant mortality is happening. That's how toxic this relationship is. And again, 3 to 10% GDP will be impacted if we are not getting rid of coal. India, you have to get rid of this toxic relationship with coal. Need for focused decarbonization, blah, blah, blah. So what we can do now, remove oldest, most polluting plants first, cancel new coal approvals, focus on renewable plus their storage capacity as we have discussed, as Terry is suggesting. Who is Terry? The Energy Resource Institute, non-profit NGO, and they do research on all these things. They are saying that if you want to become net zero by 2070, we have to do full coal phase out by 2050. Chile will do it by 2040. So these are some important things. So we have to focus on renewable, we have to focus on market reforms, carbon pricing, etc., etc. We have to focus on workers support. Then there is also one thing which we have, district mineral foundation. So generally what happens in Odisha, Jharkhand areas, there is this district mineral foundation which has been created under Mines and Minerals Act, Amendment Act of 2014, if I'm not wrong. So via that act, royalties of these companies are provided to the vulnerable population living in that region. So we can use that district mineral foundation fund also, so that we can, phase out coal sooner rather than later. They can be used to for phasing out, like for ensuring that these people who are living in those areas, they get some adequate employment. So district mineral foundation funds can be used here. And we have to blend public and private capital. You can read all these things. Reskilling revolution, as World Economic Forum keeps on saying, reskilling is the way to go. You cannot just think that, oh my god, I have history optional, Shubham Sagar, you're so good in history, so just keep on teaching history, you will survive. No, you have to keep on updating yourself. Reskilling is the way to go. You will become civil servant every day. You have to learn something. Man management still is a very tough task, and you will learn to do things. You will learn to reskill yourself. Same thing will go here. Need for a coal exit roadmap, because we know it's a toxic relationship and it's a no regret policy. It's a win-win scenario. It will lead to a lots of GDP loss and all those stuff, respiratory diseases, infant mortality. So we have to get rid of coal sooner rather than later. So let's solve some question. 2050, is this government goal? No. This article is saying, Terry is saying, nature. Terry is saying that the non-profit NGO, if you want to achieve net carbon zero by 2070, which is our NDC, nationally determined contribution, for that we have to phase out coal by 2050. Chile is going to do it by 2040, and we can learn a lot from Chile. Chile. So again, let's say this is a question. Coal phase out in India is a no regrets policy discussed in the context of climate, health, and economic impact. No regret, we have discussed. This is a toxic relationship. But okay, so here, climate impact. What climate impact? Again, we cannot achieve net carbon zero if you're not phasing out coal by 2050. You can talk about that in the climate part. Health impact, you can talk about infant mortality, how much infant mortality is happening in nearby areas, mortality, respiratory diseases, economic impact, how much GDP loss we will incur. 2070's government goal, very good, Iltush. So how much GDP loss we will incur if we are not phasing out coal by 2100? There are some numbers which has been written. 3 to 10% GDP hit by 2100 due to climate change. So we have to phase out coal sooner rather than later. But it would be much tougher for us compared to Chile, because Chile is small, Chile is chilled, Chile is chilly. So coal remains central to India's power sector. You can talk about how more than 50% of India's energy, blah, 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 comes and all those stuff. Given these long-term damages, there are damages. Climate and economic impact, climate change may reduce India's GDP. You can read all these things. Heat stress, productivity losses, and climate impact. Again, you can divide it into three parts. In climate impact, you can talk about how we will not, Terry is saying that we will not be able to achieve net carbon zero by 2070. Health impact, you can talk about infant mortality. 1 gigawatt increase in coal capacity leads to 14% rise in infant mortality. We have discussed all these things. Respiratory diseases happen, this happened, that happened. Plus, you Invest money via different schemes, PM Jan Arogya Yojana, secondary and tertiary care, blah, blah, blah. We have discussed this. I'm not reading it. Social and governance dimension you can talk about. Short-term job losses will happen, but you can reskill them. You can employ them in renewable sector. So again, long-term transitions. Pain is transition is painful. Moving on is painful. When a relationship breaks, it's painful, guys. But we have to move on. Everything happens for the better. Be an optimist. That's what this article is saying. So phasing out old and inefficient plant can improve. Again, you can read all these things. Conclusion: coal phase out is a no regret thing, as Mansi stated, and I can never disagree with Mansi. So it's not merely an environmental choice, but a rational, economic, and health imperative. And you can use a quote here, environment quote, which we talk about: "Prakriti rakshati rakshita." Oh my God! Just write it somewhere. Whenever environment relation question related question will come in mains, you will use this quote in the bit in between wherever you want to. Prakriti rakshati rakshita, Sanskrit shlok. That means nature protects if she is protected. So this phasing out coal is one way of ensuring that we are protecting our mother nature. Oh my God. Okay. MCQ1, guys. India and CCPI. Dharma rakshati rakshita, bhai. Dharm rakshati rakshita, you will not use it here. Yes, I can understand what you are saying. Sunil, I got the point. It very similar to prakriti rakshati rakshita. Very good, yeah. So Sunil is a good boy. Guys, MCQ1, India and CCPI. India ranked 23rd in CCPI, and this ranking is out of 63 countries plus EU. The main reason is for the drop is slow phase out of coal. What is the answer? Harshini has given the answer. Iltush has given the answer. Sunil has talked about a very interesting thing. Rishi has given the answer. So all three are correct. India ranked 23rd, ranking is out of 63 plus EU. Main reason is we are not getting rid of this toxic relationship with coal. So D is the answer as stated by Harshini, Iltush, Rishi, Anandu, Annie. Very good. Who are good boys and girls? You people are. MCQ2. Coal phase out in India. So again, read all statements and try to solve this question. A no regrets policy refers to actions that prevent losses regardless of uncertainty, such as coal phase out. A coal phase out in India can reduce infant mortality in districts near coal fired plants. Phasing out coal will immediately eliminate all social risk in coal independent districts. What do you think is the answer? So, again, whenever you see these kind of questions, all social risk, in social risk, there are so many things: health, education related risk, everything will be eliminated. Have we talked about that? How can that happen, guys? It's like, no, it cannot happen. It's like removing one particular leader will remove religious fanaticism in our country. No, it cannot. If people are religiously fanatic, they will remain religiously fanatic. Doesn't matter whether you remove one leader or 10 leaders. Things have to change from within. So again, all socialist extreme statement, you have to remove this third one and you will get the answer. That is A, 1 and 2 only, as stated by who? So Iltush, then Any, then Anandu, then Rishi, then Harshini, then Sunil has also tried it. Cool. So hope you're understanding why third is wrong and why A, 1 and 2 only is the answer. Very good. Next article, which is a conceptual article. Why it is a conceptual article? Because UPSC loves to ask questions related to concepts in economy. So they have asked about OMO, GSEC, Treasury bill, how they're different from each other. So OMO is open market operation. Open market operation means what? So there are different ways of taking loan. One way is government securities, which is actually a bond instrument. So what does it mean, bond instrument in this? How does GSEC work, government security works? So GSEC is a way by which government takes loan from we people for the longer term, or debt for a longer term. Debt is the right and the fancier word. So GSEC is issued for 5 years, 10 years, 30 years. How does this instrument work? Let's say government issued a GSEC of 1000 rupees for 10 years. Maturity period is 10 years at 10% interest. So what they will do every year, they will give you 10 rupees, means 100 rupees, 10% of 1000, 100 for 10 years. It will happen for 10 years. And at the end of 10 years, they will give you the principal amount back, that is 1000. That's how debt instrument works. That's how GSEC will work. For a longer period, it is issued. GSEC can be issued by both state and central government, guys. First of all, we'll talk about these things, numbers, etc. But we have to understand the basic concept. GSEC, government security, can be issued by both central and state government. RBI can look into issuing of GSEC by both central and state government. But treasury bill, they are short-term debt instrument. What a treasury bill? They are short-term debt instrument. Short-term, they issued for like 91 days, 182 days, multiple of 91, 91, 182 days, 364 days, and they are not here. You don't get interest, so to say, in the case of treasury bills, so to say. So they are issued at a discount value. What does it mean? Let me tell you, and hope I think you people already know this thing. So let's say treasury bill, that bill or that bond is, the value is 1000 rupees. So maybe government will issue it at 930 rupees. So you can buy it at 930 rupees, and after 91 days, government will pay you back 1000 rupees, because that was the value of this treasury bill. So this 70 rupees is your interest. That's what you earn. So it is issued at a discounted value. There is no interest as such. So keep these points in mind. They're actually important. And see this. And the treasury bill can only be issued by state government. So these points, the difference between GSEC and treasury bill, that is important. And then we will try to, yeah. So again, long GSEC, long term 5 to 40 years, short term pays interest. And these are technical term, guys. So interest is known as coupon. And they will say treasury bill is a zero coupon bond. Zero coupon bond means there is no interest. It is issued at a discounted value, as we have just discussed. We have discussed GSEC issued by both central and state government, treasury bill only central government. Remember this, UPSC has already asked multiple PYQs on GSEC and treasury bill and their difference. Cool. So you can read all these things, long-term borrowing, etc. Now what has happened? And what is the operation? How does this thing works? So let's say government is purchasing GSEC. So when government purchase GSEC, government securities, then what they're doing, let's say Harshini went to government and RBI and sold 3 GSEC. So she will get some money. Maybe she will get 3 lakh rupees. Now she can use this 3 lakh rupees to buy a lot of jewelry. Or she can use these 3 lakh rupees to buy some of my courses. Oh my God. So what I'm trying to tell you here is that what will happen if she bought my lifetime success bundle? I will have money. Now I will invest it in Coca-Cola and this and that. So purchasing power of people will increase in the economy. Then what will happen? Inflation will rise. So let's say if there are only 10 Coca-Colas and people like me, they're going that, okay, we are willing to pay you more, just give me. And there are 100 people. So there is demand is more, supply is less. That will lead to increase in prices. So please understand, when government purchases GSEC, that increases inflation. And we have discussed inflation is hovering around 0.5% according to certain figures, and it should remain between 2 to 6% according to Monetary Policy Committee. So right now, RBI is doing purchase of GSEC. They want to increase liquidity, thereby increasing inflation, because it's below the lowest limit, that is 2%. And that is the basic rationale here. RBI has also stated some other things here, that they are not very concerned with rupee level, which is around 90, because they have said that this has happened earlier also. Earlier in February, it went to 88 and then came back to 84. And we have a flexible system. We don't, change it. And it's a flexible, it's a market determined system. So market will decide how and where money will go, or RBI or rupee will go. So that's what they are saying right now. Maybe the stance will change in future, but for now they are saying this. Hope you understood the basic rationale why OMO purchase happened. And if we talk about the other scenario, OMO's sale. So government wants to sell GSEC. If they sell GSEC, they will take out money from Harshini's hand. Harshini will have lesser money. She will not buy my course. And then I will have lesser money. I will not buy Coca-Cola. That reduces liquidity in the economy. Then what will happen? I cannot buy Coca-Cola. Demand will reduce. Maybe Coca-Cola will reduce the price from 40 rupees to 39 rupees. Decrease in inflation. That is deflation. So all these things you have to keep in mind, why OMO purchase happened, why OMO sell happened, and all those stuff. So, and again, he's talking about India has sufficient forest reserve, so we don't need to worry too much about deteriorating rupee, so to say. Current account deficit is manageable at 1%. We will not go into all the, like we have discussed BOP earlier. Balance of payment, two component, current account and capital account. In current account, you have export, import, and so many other things. Capital account, you generally have FDI, FII, external commercial borrowing. In current account, you have BOT, balance of trade, export and import of goods. And then you have services, income transfer, SIT. All these things are current account part. Services, transportation, communication, all those stuff, IT sector. So we have current account deficit. Generally, we import more rather than we export. We compensate current account deficit with capital account surplus via FDI, FII, ECB, etc., commercial borrowings, etc. So right now our current account deficit is at 1%. Everything is fine according to RBI, and we don't need to worry too much about the deteriorating rupee or the US tariff. That is minimally impacted according to RBI, and they are saying that it is an opportunity for exporter to diversify their market beyond US. We have a trade surplus with US, right? But now we have to look beyond US because US has become very uncertain in this Trump era. That's what nature. Sunil, what you do now, you watch me at 0.75. You have an option. I have to be fast because there are so many things, and sometimes I'm fast because we have already discussed these things. So everybody is at a different level, Sunil. Hope you are understanding what I am saying. So you can reduce the, whenever you're watching it, watch at 0.5, 0.75. Things will be clearer, because if I'm too slow, then there will be some people who are like, so be faster. You have already discussed this. So I hope you can understand my dichotomy and contradiction. King kartavi vimud I am. That means I don't know what to do, what not to do. Cool. So watch me at a slower pace, Sunil. Things will take care. Don't worry. So yes, this is the basic rationale, guys. GSEC treasury bill, and you have to keep it in mind. Let's solve some question. MCQ 3. Consider the following statement regarding OMO. OMOs are what? OMOs are buying or selling a government security by RBI in the open market. OMO purchase inject liquidity in the banking system, while OMO sells withdraw liquidity. BOP, yeah, exactly. See, this is what I was saying, Sunil. So now Sunil is saying you have discussed BOP, sir. So that's what happened, and that's why if you feel like I'm too slow, increase the speed. Oh my God, YouTube gives you that flexibility. If you feel like I'm too fast, reduce the speed. What is the answer of MCQ 3, guys? So Sunil, Harshini, and Anandu, they have given the answer. So OMOs are buying or selling of government securities by RBI in the open market. So one is correct. OMO purchase, when our government is buying OMO, then what they will do, they will give you money that will inject liquidity, increase inflation. So second is correct. So both the statements are correct. The answer is C, as stated by Sunil, Harshini, and Anandu. All both these statements are correct, guys. If you people have issues with the basics in economy, revise it and you will understand. This is a very conceptual article. There should not be any issue in this article. Let's solve some questions. PYQ asked by UPSC in 2018. So Sunil, Harshini, Anandu, Rishi, they have given the answer. So Reserve Bank of India manages and services Government of India securities, but not any state government securities. Treasury bills are issued by Government of India, and there are no treasury bills issued by state governments. Treasury bills are issued at a discount from par value. What is the answer, guys? So we have discussed treasury bill. Let's say treasury bill is designated at 100 rupees. Government will give it to you at 90 rupees. That remaining 10 rupees will be your interest, or whatever you want to call it. They don't give you interest, so to say. So they are issued at a discount from par value. Third is correct. If third is correct, you are left with BCD. Treasury bills are issued, as we have discussed this. GSEC can be issued by both central and state government. Treasury bills are issued by only Government of India, central government. So second is also correct. So now you're left with C and D. And now first one, RBI manages both. We have discussed state and government, like central government securities, both state and central government both can buy and sell government securities. And state government can ask RBI to regulate and to look into their issue and purchase and all those stuff of government securities. So yes, RBI can look into both Government of India security as well as state government GSECs. So first is correct. Oh, sorry, first is wrong because they are saying that it cannot look into. So first is wrong and the answer is C, 2 and 3 only. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Nisha is here. So Harshini, Anandu, Sunil, Rishi, Nisha, Iltush, all of you have given the answer. Hope you are understanding why D is wrong, guys. RBI can manage both Government of India securities and state government securities. We have discussed it. If you go back, we have discussed both central and state government, they can do buy and sell of government securities. So RBI can manage both of their securities, central and state government. Look at this point. So first is wrong and the answer is C. People, are you understanding why C is the answer? Chapandis, చెప్పు తెలుసు లేదు కాదు sir. Iltush, revise it. Revise it. It's not confusing. It's very conceptual. Just revise the basic means terms related to economy. So C is the answer. Very good. MCQ 5. Which of the following is a zero coupon instrument? Cool. Zero coupon instrument. We have discussed these terms. So now based on that, try to solve this answer. Means question. 10-year GSEC, 5-year state development loan, 182-day treasury bill, 30-year GSEC. Zero coupon instrument. Harshini has given the answer. We said, what can be zero coupon instrument? What is zero coupon? Where you are not getting any interest. You get interest in GSEC, government security. So just eliminate those options where there is GSEC. You don't get interest in treasury bill. It is issued at a discounted value, and that's why it is known as zero coupon. So the answer is C, 182-day treasury bill. It's a zero coupon instrument, as stated by Harshini, Mad King, Rishi, Sunil, and Iltush. You people are very good boys and girls. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Spread the word. Join these individual programs. See, individual programs you can join anytime. If you're preparing for 2027, join it in 2027-28. But let's say you want to join multiple programs. You want to join mains answer evaluation, history through NCRT, personalized mentorship program, multiple programs. In that case, go for success bundle and then join at the earliest, irrespective of whether you're preparing for 27 or 28 or 29. Why I'm saying it? Because in future, maybe 1 month down the line, 2 months down the line, it will increase. But since it is a lifetime bundle, even if you're preparing for 27, 28, or 29, you will get access to all these courses and the additional courses which I'll be launching in future. And that's why I keep on telling people, the sooner you join, the better it is for you. So lifetime success bundle, join at the earliest, irrespective of when you are giving UPSC. But individual courses, if you want any one or this, then you can join anytime. It's totally your call, guys. So again, you can also donate. Next article, third article, a growing shadow over digital constitutionalism. So TB is also known as state development loan. No, not exactly. State development loan can be something else also. Treasury bill. Treasury bill is just a debt instrument. It's one kind of a loan, you can say, but state development loan can be something else as well. You know. So yes, there can be different types of state development loans as well. Iltush. Let's focus on this article. Where are you getting this point, Iltush? Let me see. Let us go back to that question. 5-year state development loan. Yeah. So yeah, it cannot be treasurable, right? If you see the statement, 5-year state development loan, how can then this particular state development loan be treasurable? Treasurable is anyway issued for a short term. So if it is a 5-year loan, then it can never be a treasurable. Hope you're understanding. They're issued for 91, 182, 364 days. Okay, so this article, digital constitutionalism is what? So what Faizan Mustafa and Ashan Dwivedi are saying here, that we make our government accountable, and our government is accountable to it, be at central level or state level. Every day, Modi sir, every day does press conference. That's how accountable he is. He will not eat mushroom, but before eating mushroom, if he eats, he will do press conference. That's how accountable our political leaders are, because they know we live in a democracy. We are not a dictatorship, dictatorial country yet. So that's why every day, sometimes even he do it, this press conference twice a day. So that shows that our political leaders are very accountable to us. But that is not the same thing with when we are going into online domain. And here we are talking about Sanchar Sathi, but it is not exactly about Sanchar Sathi. It's about digital constitutionalism. What does digital constitutionalism means? So the meaning here is, just like our political leaders are accountable, we are in a democracy, they do press conference every day, sometimes twice a day. Same way, we have to extend these principles: liberty, dignity, equality, non-arbitrary, you can see rule of law, to digital domain. What does it mean? See, on one pretext or the other, government can take away your data, can do anything with it, because online compliance is still not at the level of offline compliance. Hope you can understand. Let me make it more clearer. So people, if they do something to you in a physical space, it has more stringent laws, this and that. But that is not happening on the online space, because online space is so vast, it is so difficult to control, that you don't have enough laws, enough liberty, enough dignity, enough equality. We want digital constitutionalism. We want these basic tenets to be applied digitally as well. Otherwise, government can easily do surveillance on us. Yesterday, I was watching one video where they were saying that why government should not have all our data. We anyway give all our data to Google. You ask questions, and even right now we're giving our data to AI, chat gpt. We give chat gpt every information, that chat gpt this and that, chat gpt this and that. We do it right every day. But the problem is, the issue is, Google will not surveil us, Google will not blackmail us. Our government can blackmail you. Your government can blackmail opposition leaders. So that is the difference of me giving information to Google or my information be taken away by government. And all these things, what has happened is this surveillance thing has led to restriction of freedom of speech and expression. Dhruv Rathi has to go to Germany to criticize government. I to anyway don't criticize. I am the biggest supporter of Modi sir. So central government withdrew its. Now please understand, guys. Even Russian president gave an interview. Oh my God, Sunil, and that's why Modi sir loved Russian president. He gave him Jadoo ki Jhappi, and Modi sir is inspired by Russian president, and that's why he does press conference twice a day. Central government withdrew its order requiring mobile manufacturers to pre-install Sanchar Sathi app. We have discussed the Sanchar Sathi app. It's the aim is not to surveil political opposition or people like common people like us. No, the aim was to, there are so many mobile phones which are getting stolen, etc., to prevent the misuse of these stolen phones. That was the basic aim. But then the other secondary aims can be anything. The reversal has happened because of maybe people like you who are vigilant about your rights. Writers report and Apple's refusal, we have talked about this. A writer is a press organization established in 1850s, headquartered in United Kingdom, very very famous, and writers, BBC, this and that. So rationale behind the app was intended as a safety to limit rising cyber crimes. You can read all these things, but there were concerns related to surveillance. We have right to privacy under Article 21, and many people believe KS Puttaswamy judgment, but it was being violated. And then there is DPDP Act, Digital Data Protection Act, and all those stuff, but they are not absolute. Even this DPDP Act and whatever acts they are not supreme. Digital Personal Data Protection Act, it is inadequate due to broad government exemptions. They are also government, if they want, they can take away your data. So that's why we are saying we need digital constitutionalism. Just like our political leaders are accountable in the offline domain, they have to be accountable in the online domain as well. And for that, we need digital constitutionalism. That's what this article is saying. Then there are some terms. Metadata. We have discussed these terms. What do these terms mean? Where is metadata? Okay, it will be in some slide. Biometric databases, blah blah blah, and citizens become passive data subjects. See what happens whenever something happens. I was reading one, you don't know, Russell Brand or some guys there. He was saying that sometimes maybe government intentionally do some stuff, not in India, outside, because let's say some terror attack happened in some country. Let's say terror attack happen in US. Now, on the disguise of that terror attack, US government will say that no, 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 we have to take away your freedom of speech and expression. We have to take away your data and all. We need to surveil all. So sometimes these attacks, etc., become a tool for governments to take away your rights, and we have to be very vigilant about it. You have to be very proactive. You don't even know what will be gone. So metadata is what? Data about data. Remember these words. They can ask you what is the basic meaning of metadata. What is data about data? So Harshini and Iltush, they are talking. They're talking that Shubham sir is so cute. Oh my God, just like a wow. So Iltush is like, no, he's very cute. So Harshini is like, no, no, she's very, very cute. So this is like they're talking. They're having this talk. This date relation, like information about their talk, how much duration they talked, and how many times they called Shubham sir cute. All these things. This is data about data. This is metadata. So remember this, data about data, that is metadata. All these things, they are available with them, and there is very less law regulating them, and surveillance is at an all-time high, and that's why we need digital constitutionalism. You can read all these things. And Digital Personal Data Protection Act is also inadequate. There are exemptions there. So slowly and gradually we are losing our control over our data, and that should not happen. Banking, healthcare, education, social media, everyone is collecting data, and in a way it is going to government. They can merge all these data and they can have all information about Shubham Sagar, why he's the biggest supporter of Modi ji. Let's look into his background, blah blah blah. So insufficient legal framework we have, and that's why digital constitutionalism is the way to go. Just like our political leaders are accountable in the offline forum doing, press conference twice a day, same way they should be accountable in the online forum as well. Establish an independent digital rights commission. You can see all these things. It will ensure transparency, blah blah blah, guarantee the right to explanation, and you can read it. I'm not reading it. I hope you understood the basic rationale of what is digital constitutionalism. And then there is something called as digital literacy. When you people will grow up and you will become 18 plus, then you will do preparation for UPSC. And in UPSC GS mains paper 2, there is a topic which is known as e-governance. use of ICT tools to deliver government services. So even if information communication technology tools are used to deliver government services, for that people has to be digitally literate. If you are not digitally literate, you will be digitally arrested, your OTP will be taken by somebody else. So digital literacy is the way to go if we want digital constitutionalism to become a reality, just like as we have discussed all the things. Hope you understood. Dharma rakshati rakshita is original Manusmriti Shloka. And what is pirated Manusmriti Shloka in nature? What do you mean by original Manusmriti Shloka? So constitutional values, you can read all these things. Let's solve some questions so that you can remember stuff. MCQ 6. Consider the following statement regarding Sanchar Satya. And again, use option elimination. You'll be able to solve this question. I sometimes feel why Modi sir does, press conference twice a day. When Modi sir was in opposition, he used to say that Manmohan Singh sir, he was such a silent prime minister. Manmohan Singh sir. Manmohan Singh sir was silent PM, but he still did press conferences, guys. He answered question. He took question in an unbiased way. It's not like आप आम कैसे खाते हैं? How do you eat your mangoes? These were not the kind of question which were asked with from Manmohan Singh sir. How do you eat your mangoes? But again, if Akshay Kumar sir is asking these questions, it has some meaning. How do you eat your mangoes? Mango. Aam Aadmi. Because Modi sir is Aam Aadmi, common man and mango man, and that's why these questions were asked. Silent PM. Now, who is silent? So again, MCQ 6, what is the answer, guys? Harshini, Nisha, Iltush, Rishi, and Sunil is giving the answer. Third is wrong. Its primary activity was not to track citizens' political activities. That can be a secondary purpose. Primary purpose was to, ensure that stolen phones are not misused. So first and second are correct. If you eliminate third, you will get the answer. Very good. So, Nisha, what is your actual name? Your name is Nisha or Gitika? Because somewhere I see Nisha, somewhere I see Gitika. I am so confused. Maybe one is your pet name, I think. Guys, let's focus. Seventh question. The term digital constitutionalism refers to what? Refers to creating a separate digital constitution for India, extending constitutional principles like liberty, equality, and privacy to digital space, regulating social media content under constitutional laws, allowing unrestricted surveillance by the government to ensure cyber security. Gitika. And what is Nisha then? Who is Nisha? Nisha is your twin sister? Nisha Gitika. So, Harshini, Rishi, Iltush, Nisha, they have given the answer. Nisha, that is Gitika. She has given the answer. So, digital constitutional refers to extending constitutional principles like liberty, equality, and privacy to digital space. Who has, so Harshini, Rishi, Iltush, Nisha, and Sunil, all of you are correct. Who are good boys and girls? You people are. Next article, page number 8, editorial GS2. Deal. Oh my God, Donald Trump. You know why Donald Trump and Modi, sir? They are not seeing eye to eye these days because both of them want to become Vishwaguru. And now it's a race. Who will become a Vishwaguru first? Trump, sir, he is ensuring peace here, there, everywhere. Congo, Rwanda peace now. It's so funny. Both these guys, they're so funny. Our Modi sir is much more intelligent than Trump sir, but in so many different manners, they look and sound the same. Although they can never be like Modi sir is the best human in this whole world. Okay, let me show you. Most intelligent guy, and we will see. He has given some statement in India Russia thing. What Modi sir is talking about pole star and this and that. So first of all, let's have a look at the map, guys. Congo Rwanda issue. They can ask you Goma. Where is Goma? Places in news, right? So Congo and Rwanda in 1990s, around 1994, there was a genocide which happened in Rwanda. Genocide happens when hatred between different communities is extended or extend means it's like one religion or this one community cannot stay. Same thing happened in Rwanda. There were different groups, Tutsi groups and Hutu and etc. groups. So one group, like I will give you the names of these groups also. You will remember them, don't worry. So Rwanda genocide happened. So many people died, and the people who killed these, and then later on, the group which was killed, let's say that is, and let's name these groups only. That will make us understand. Hutu group is one group. There's one group, Hutu and Tutsi. So Tutsis were killed. So genocide happened in 1994. Tutsis were killed in lakhs in Rwanda, and Hutus were the ones who killed them, according to different news. And then these Hutus, they went to Eastern Congo. These Hutu guys, Tutsis government was formed in Rwanda. Tutsis government was formed in Rwanda. There was one particular group of Tutsis who also went to Congo, in this Eastern Congo region. They went to Congo and they started attacking these Hutus inside Congo, because they have not forgotten about what happened in 1994, this genocide. So now Rwanda Congo conflict is basically Tutsis versus Hutus, and Tutsis government is there in Rwanda, and they are killing people in Hutus. In that, they are also helping this particular organization of Tutsis, which is there in Eastern Congo. So now Trump is like, I will ensure peace between Congo and Rwanda as well. Oh, cool, cool, Nisha. Nisha, are you from Assam? Where are you from, Nisha? Nisha is such a girl. She's like, I want to take admission to your UPSC Lifetime Success Bundle. She paid the money. She got access to the courses, but I don't know anything about her. Generally, what happens when people get access, they talk to me, they ask me questions. She did not ask me any questions. She just did the payment, and she's like, okay, sir, I, she's such a cutie, but I don't know anything about her. So I will talk to you, Nisha. I will talk to you. Like today or whenever we are free. So, and you can also, I have told her, you can always contact me whenever you want to. So again, let's focus, guys. So, deal without peace. Trump announcement of the accord between Congo and Rwanda is premature. Now, this article is saying that on the surface level, you are calling them to Washington, president of Rwanda and Congo, and you are hosting them. But you have to see the ground reality, man. That's not how peace process is brokered. Just because you want the Nobel Peace Prize, because you want to become a Vishwaguru like Modi sir, you cannot become like Modi sir. Never ever. They signed a former peace agreement, blah blah blah. Trump again called it historic. Everything is historic. Like in India, everything is Achhe Din. So there it is, everything is historic in Trump's era. So economic promises by US, blah blah blah. US is saying that if you people made peace with yourself, it will ensure that I am getting my Nobel Prize, and it will also ensure that American companies would invest in Rwanda and Congo. So that's what they are saying. Yes, Assam. So again, he also mentioned extracting rare earth minerals, blah blah blah. Again, he's saying that it will be a quid pro quo thing. You will give us rare earth minerals, and in return, we will invest in your country. But the reality is much more different, and they are saying that still people are fighting there. And this M23 rebels, that's what we are discussing. These are Tutsi group. So what was the basic rationale we have discussed? 1994 genocide happened in Rwanda. Tutsis were killed. Now currently Tutsis are ruling Rwanda. And Hutus are like, oh my god, what will happen to them? And they fled to Congo. Even after that, because they were like, if you are killing us, we'll kill you. An eye for an eye will not make a world blind in this scenario. And so again, they went to Congo, and there is one particular M23 rebels, which is composed of Tutsis, which is there in Eastern Congo, which many believe that Rwanda is helping them, because the government which is ruling in Rwanda, they are also Tutsis. M23 rebels, which are creating problems for Hutus in Eastern Congo, they are also Tutsis. So that's why Rwanda is helping M23 rebels. That is the basic allegation. So all these talks are going on. What is very important for us from exam perspective is that you need to know, they have asked already Madhesis where they are from. They've asked already, Houthi rebels. Where are like Madhesis and Houthis? Which countries they are associated with, guys? So they can easily ask you Hutus and Tutsis. They are from which particular country? They can even they will give you Rwanda generally, but even if they're giving you Congo, that will also be correct. They are there in both these countries. They are fighting there. The fight which started in Rwanda is going on in Congo now, Eastern Congo now. So again, this is the basic rationale, guys. This is the basic history here. Trump wants Nobel Peace Prize, so he's ensuring peace here, there, everywhere. He wants to become Vishwaguru, and he will not let our Modi sir become Vishwaguru. We cannot allow that to happen. You know. So Nepal and Yemen. Wow, Iltush has given the answer. Nisha has also given the answer. So your Houthi rebels, they are, where is Houthis? They are from Yemen, and Madheshis, they are from Nepal. Very good, Iltush. Very good, Nisha, Gitika. So, again, let's focus. So, again, you could read all the stories, and this article is saying that Trump's claim of ending the war is premature. He's just a kid. Let's solve some question, guys. MCQ 8, based on the previous article. And again, try to use option elimination here. Consider the following statement regarding right to privacy in India. Supreme Court recognized privacy as a fundamental right in Justice K.S. Puttaswamy versus Union of India. Digital Personal Data Protection Act fully safeguards privacy against government overreach. Self-censorship due to digital surveillance is a modern threat to freedom of speech. So Sunil Iltush, they have given the answer. So again, Digital Personal Data Protection Act fully safeguards, guys. What we have discussed, there are exemptions. Government can still take away your data. If government feels like, Shubham Sagar, he is no longer faithful to Modi ji, he no longer loves Modi ji, you know. I love Modi ji. Modi ji is in my heart. There's a group photo I've already told you in my heart. So again, they can take away Shubham Sagar's data or Rishi Pandey's data if they feel like Rishi is not faithful to Modi ji anywhere, or he's cheating on Modi ji. So second is wrong. It does not fully safeguard. So second, if you eliminate second, you're left with A and C. Third, you have to check. Self-censorship due to digital surveillance is a modern threat. Why you people, when I ask your opinion, what do you think this and that, you people still put a restriction on what you have to say. I say anything and everything because I know we have to die sooner rather than later. So I just want to say truth and I want to die. I have no issues. I don't expect anything from life, guys. Is my motto is I just want to do my stuff and go away sooner again. So, but not everyone is like vagabond like me. Vagabond means I don't give a damn about anything in life. I just want to do my work and go away. You know. So yeah, but yes, that is not the case. There are people who have families, who have kids, who have wives, who have to think, and that has actually happened. Self censorship is happening. People are thinking again. Why do you think Godi media has been created? Do you think media have no soul, no spine? So many things, surveillance, etc. If they say something, gade murde they will extract. What does it mean is, as we know, surveillance happens and Pegasus happened and all those stuff happened. Government has data about anyone and everyone. Let's say I become very popular after a certain period of time. Government will take out, extract something against me also, but I don't give a damn. Again, let's focus. So third is correct. The answer is A, 1 and 3 only. So who answered it? Harshni, Nisha, Rishi, all of you have given the answer. So then what about the RTI amendment? What RTI amendment? So again, all these things, RTI amendment and the amendment to DPDP or whatever is being proposed, all these things are killing privacy only, guys. And this is exactly the opposite of all these things. What do we talk about it? RTI and DPDP Act, Iltush, that all these things they are doing what? So DPDP Act is taking excuse of right to privacy under KS Puttaswamy to undermine RTI that will not give you information. But then all these things are exempted for government. Government can always take any information about you, about anyone, about us. Doesn't matter who is there. It's just that you should be again. Hope you are understanding. Is there any provision in DPDP that government can now know our data without our consent? Guys, please understand. If you go there, if you see and if you look at this provision, there is written there are exemptions in all these laws. There is exemption in DPDP that government can take away, and there are exemptions almost always there that government can take away your data if they want to, and that's why we need digital constitutionalism so that we can remove these exemptions. See this line, Sunil. Digital Personal Data Protection Act is inadequate due to broad government exemptions, weak oversight, and weak user remedies. Who cannot, like, who, we have a right to privacy, we have a right to forgotten. All these things are there against, let's say, Facebook, Instagram, etc. But let's say if there is some government body who wants our data, they will not look into these things. They can take away our data because there are exemptions, and that's why this article about digital constitutionalism. Know your rights, ask your government. Don't elect those governments who is putting surveillance here, there, everywhere. And hope you are understanding your rights. Cool. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So yes, there are provisions. MCQ 8 we have done. MCQ 8 we have done. A is the answer. MCQ 9. Consider the following statement about M23 rebel group in Democratic Republic of Congo. Now try to solve this question. Or maybe you don't know some stuff. So even if you're making this question or doing this question wrong, rather, it's fine. Try to do with this question. Then you will get some more information. So M23 rebel group in Democratic Republic of Congo. It's a Tutsi-led rebel group named after a 2009 peace agreement. M23 initially seized Goma in 2012 but withdrew due to international pressure. M23 supported by Rwanda according to UN and Congo expert. So Harshini, Sunil, Rishi, all of you have given the answer. Yes, all these three statements are correct. M23 is a Tutsi-led rebel group. They captured Goma, which is there in eastern Congo, but then they withdrew. They have again captured Goma. So 1, 2, 3, all the statements are correct. So the answer is D, 1, 2, and 3. Who are good boys and girls? Harshini, Sunil, Rishi, Gitika, all of you are good boys and girls. Very good. Next article, page number 1, GS2. India-Russia friendship remains steady like the pole star. Who is saying this? PM Modi sir. I sometimes get so, overwhelmed by PM sir's knowledge. He has degree in entire political science. So this subject exists only for Modi sir because you have to be a polymath to get a degree in entire political science. You can get a degree in political science, but not entire political science. Even though he has a degree in entire political science, he has so much information about geography, guys. Pole star, which is on our Earth's rotational axis. So it always remains stationary. It gives you the direction of northern, like it tells you about which is the northern, how do I say it? What is north? If you want to know what is your north, track pole star. Pole star will always tell you about what is north. So it remains stationary because it is on Earth's rotational axis. And yeah, so again, we don't need to do PhD on that. What we have to understand is Modi sir knows so much about Polestar, and via referencing India's Russia friendship with Polestar, he's trying to say that just like Polestar is constant and it was used for navigation earlier, same way India Russia friendship is constant, not undermined by anything, tariff, Ukraine, this and that. We love each other. We love you, na ipiriyadi poina. I love you, ni pranam poina. Modi sir sang this song of Arya too with Putin sir. I love you. Or Modi hai to mumkin hai maybe. Polestar analog, you can read all these things. We will talk about India Russia in detail, guys. Maybe 1 or 2 days after when editorial appears on that. So to talk about India Russia detail in relation, like in detail from Main's perspective, past relationship, present relationship, future relationship. What is the again? And we have discussed this earlier also. Unlike India US relationship, which is basically transactional in nature. Transaction means how much rupee you will invest this and that. Russia has been our all-weather friend. That's what Modi sir means when he's saying Polestar. All-weather friend. Always helped us. We can rely on Russia. I love you, Niu Puriya Dipoina. I love you, Nipradam Poina. And again, you can read all these things. Trump has imposed tariffs on India's import, like whatever we are importing from Russia, the oil and all these stuff. But even then, we are like, we will not leave Putin's hand. Again, and he gave Jadu Ki Chappi. Now, what is important? Kundan Kulam, India's largest nuclear reactor. Where is Kundan Kulam? Which language song, sir? I love you, Rishi. That I also love Modi ji. Nobody, you cannot love Modi ji more than me, Rishi. Never ever. So this is Telugu, Sunil. I love you, Niyupuriya Dipoina. Kundan Kulam is in Tamil Nadu, guys. Vanakkam and Solunga. So, Kudankulam, and it is India's largest nuclear reactor. Now, this raises the question that you should know about India's nuclear reactor, where they are. Where is Narora? Where is Kalpakkam? Where is Rawat Bhata? All these things are important. Very good. So, let's have a look at this. And Russia helped us in 1980s in making this Kudankulam nuclear power plant. So Rajasthan Atomic Power Station, it is near Kota. I was in Kota there. We used to watch, we used to play games and watch movies for 24 hours rather than studying. So Rajasthan, Rawat Bhata. Kakrapada, it is in Maharashtra. Tarapur, you can see here. Kaiga, Karnataka. Tamil Nadu, Kudankulam, Madras. Madras Atomic Power. Where is Kalpakkam, guys? Write it in the comment section. You are the one. I miss you so much. Miss you. I'm here only. Why will you miss me? So yeah. Uh, so where is Kalpakkam, guys? Write it in the comment section. Narora is in UP. So remember these nuclear power plants. They are very important. And we have discussed nuclear power plant is renewable or non-renewable, guys. Like nuclear energy is what? Renewable or non-renewable. So again, this is just a brief summary about India, Russia, this and that. We'll talk about it in detail, I think, maybe on Monday or Tuesday, because there will be an editorial which will be appearing, right? So yeah, let's solve some questions now. So it's Kundan Kulam in pronunciation. Kundan Kulam, Vanakkam, Harshini, Solunga. Kundan Kulam, Kundan Kulam, Kundan Kulam. Okay, there is no permanent friend of no, but for us, Russia has always been a permanent friend, Sunil. Maybe these days Russia is getting closer to Pakistan because we are getting closer to USA. Maybe there is some amount of jealousy there. In Punjabi, there is a song, jealousy, ज़्यादा हो गई सी, circle छोटा कर लिया जाए. That means if jealousy is increasing, that means you have to reduce your circle. So maybe we should not engage with USA that much. It is increasing jealousy factor in Russia, and that's why they're engaging with Pakistan. Jealousy, ज़्यादा हो गई सी, circle, Navan Sandhu or something like that. So, which of the following is India's largest nuclear power reactor, guys? So, Nisha, Sunil, Harshini, Rishi, all of you have given the answer. The answer is Kulam, as Harshini stated, Kulam, and it is non-renewable. Kalpakkam, Chennai. Very good, Sunil. Cool, cool, cool. So, B. MCQ, these are homework awards. City of Goma captured by M23 rebels is located in which particular country, guys? I like Nawan Sandhu and all those singers. Punjabi songs are awesome, guys. There is some Chima or something. Like that. City of Goma captured by M23 rebels is located in what? So you people will answer it in the comment section. We will discuss it on Monday at 8 a.m. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Spread the word. I will share this Hindu analysis PDF by 9:30 a.m. in this Telegram channel. You can join this Telegram channel as well. Very good. What else you have to do? You can post your score also. Join these. And I've told you, individual courses you can join anytime. But if you want to join multiple courses, join bundle at the earliest. Prices of everything will increase, so you can join anything at, like, but again, in individual, what happens, you have to pay yearly and this and that, right? So prices, even if it maybe everything, if you join early, it's fine. But yes, if you want to join multiple courses, let's say mentorship, NCRT series, mains answer evaluation, annotated Hindu analysis PDF, or whatever, doubt session, this and that, go for bundle. Join bundle at the earliest, irrespective of when you are giving for UPSC. You will thank me later. You'll be like, oh my god, sir, you saved our 1,000 rupees, this and that. Cool. So you are your own competition, guys. You're not competing with anybody else. Keep that in mind. And you can also donate if I'm helping you in any which way, as has been done by Iltush twice, Gajanan once. Thank you to you people. Means a lot. And that's it from me, guys. I'm going now. So I will see you people when? I will see you people on Monday at 8 a.m. Oh my god, look at that cutie pie. ঠিক আছে?